Live, baby. Okay, it says I'm live and I see comments. I can see my mic needs turned up. There. Funny thing is, my mixer's not set up right. I have to use what I'm hearing in YouTube as my audio input. I got a damn 32 channel board. I'm set in for mic to come in on audio one, and yet it wants to come in on 17 with what I'm using for StreamYard. I got to figure that out. Doesn't make sense. So if anybody's watching this, hey Samurai buddy, how you doing, man? Hey, this is a test. I moved the shit into the studio. As you can see, it's a mess. Everything's covered. I'm gonna uncover everything to show everybody what I got. Um, but the mic sounds okay. Can you verify that for me? Fucking driving home, bro. It's finished work. Fucking driving home. Oh man, be safe. But can you hear me, man? Oh, you. I guess don't text me. Oh, okay, cool. The one thing is, I got a 32 channel board and everything's routed through one channel. Damn fucking digital boards. I should have stuck to what I had, but I like what this offers. It's just goddamn learning curve every time I sit down. But anyhow, yeah, it's just a test. Mic only and new webcam only. I know it's dim in here, but if I have the other lights on, which I haven't had the recessed lights put in here yet, and nor has it been painted. Good. Thanks, man. Thanks for verifying it. I appreciate that. I do have some additional lighting. You can probably see the one stand there, and I got another one over here with another camera. Excuse me. I'm gonna hook up, but hey, Synth Cat, how you doing, brother? Hey, um, just telling Samurai this is just a test of the webcam and mic. I'm moving everything out of the living room back into the studio, and like I said, whatever. It's not finished. I don't care. It's not going to be professional background. It's going to be Uncle Jerry's world. That's what it's all about. I'm a I'm part of the synth mafia. I think I've worn this for 2 days now. I don't care. You need light behind your camera shining. Yeah. I actually have a place I can stand these two light poles, and and uh, that'll make a difference. I just got this stuff in here, and I'm trying to wire up the Juno X, which is right here, and there's an Arturia controller for the VSTs. Sorry, Samurai, but the Juno X is here, and what's nice is I got a little rack down here where I can put a drum machine. Unfortunately, I have to swap them out. Just due to lack of room. But now I'm going to put my TR8S and or my newly acquired MC707. I fell in love with that thing watching Source channel, Symptoms of Reality. Hey, man. Yeah, I am electronic composer. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. Um, all right, Samurai. You're seeing a light. I knew you would eventually. And I think once I start showing some of that with this controller, and there's a thing on here that I was testing too. It's called Longitude, and what it lets me do is kind of move this camera around So you could see the Juno X, and then and then the Arturia Keylab Mark II, which is a controller, which I love. Everyone loves this thing, who has one. And then what's nice is two stands recommended by the samurai himself. Um, they're like laptop stands, but man, they're so heavy duty. That's what's holding this up, two of them. And the reason I went that route is I can move the controller off and stack, two different drum machines, or a drum machine down below and a different drum machine on top, along with some of the Sonicware stuff in place of this. Or I could do it here in place of this. I know it's a pain, but because I'm limited from room, because over here, I don't know, probably can't see. Yeah, there's some of the lighting. But over here, and I don't have curtains up yet or anything. I just moved shit in here. This is an RD2000 digital piano, and that's a Roland Phantom 06. And I can reveal what's behind me later. I'll take the covers off. But okay, we'll go back to the comments because I can't see when I'm moving shit around. But that's it. Studio's plain. I do want to get it painted and some treatments on it, but only so much at a time. Yeah, lava lamps are cool. And samurai, those are the coolest things. I mean, they're so flexible. Like I said, I can do, especially they really prove their worth, samurai, with the Sonicware, the two Sonicware units, the Texture Lab and the Ambient O. You put one on each stand, or like I said, mix and match a drum machine. I wish I didn't have to do that. I wish I had the room to just set it all up, and I wish I had a place, but I just decided tonight how I'm going to do the drum machine below me that's easy to work on from this chair. So it'll be like right here below the Juno X, or anything I want to put here, but it's mainly going to be the Juno X now. And then the Ambient O can be up here, as well as the Sonicware, or another drum machine. Like I could have the MC707 down here, and I can work on it easily. And maybe the TR8S up here, and the X Texture Lab. I mean, mix and match. So it's flexible, but I really hoped I wouldn't have to be changing things in and out, especially now. It's a pain in the ass with my back, and I was hoping to have all this done before it got worse. But I can do it. It just takes a while. It's no big deal, but it's just not as flexible as I thought it would be. But then again, that's due to size limitation, and I'm not buying a bigger place. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. And that's where VSTs play heavily in my life, because I love hardware. Hey, Colt. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for joining. I love hardware above all, and I always stress that. But I love VSTs too because of the power it brings. All my last popcorn night submissions on SOAR were done on VSTs, no hardware involved. So it's just like, and it's nice to be able to think about blending the both, being a natural player, and then laying your VSTs on top of that. That's my style. But I needed a good drum beat maker. Got all kind of drum machines and shit, and that's what I need, is a good drummer. I got easy bass and stuff, and superior drummer, but I don't know. I just need something to go along with what I create. Yeah, thanks, electronic composer. Yep. And again, a electronic composer. I stress it all the time. I jumped into YouTube too fast because I moved here to retire, and and I knew I had some remodeling to do here, and this was a retirement project. And you know what? I love just designing and hooking all this shit up and playing with it just lately, not dumping into the doll. And I'm testing everything slightly. And now that I'm in here, I can show some of the stuff, why I chose that. Just let me get settled in with getting this working pretty good. We got another tailgate party coming up for the Synths Samurai Kumatai. We're going to try to tailgate party again. We're going to do this one an hour ahead of time. Give everybody a chance. Give our big crowds a chance to pour in. Come on, guys. We can make this a lot of fun. I mean, what do I have to do? I have to get party hats and what do you want? You want me to get kazoos from Dollar Tree? Need better music? That was from Apollo, man. That was great music. And speaking of the man, there he is. Yeah, thanks to the cat. Thanks, electronic. Yeah, you're right, guys. Beer games. it well, yes, right. In Apollo and Uncle Jerry's world, it's beer games. I think we're gonna do a channel, something like pub night Thursday night or something. Beers with Uncle Jerry and Apollo, or the other way around. Beers with Apollo and Uncle Jerry. I'm going to try to get this Juno X hooked up by then, but I don't even know if it'll be this week. That was just, I thought, you tell him, Apollo. Hey, you can jump in anytime you want. I can put an invite up here. In fact, I think I'm going to do that just for fun since, all right, let's see here. Excuse me, I'm on my Mac and I just don't get around as good. Takes me a little while because I'm so used to um, working on PCs all day, and even what I do. Okay, so I should be able to. First of all, I need to mute this. Let's see if I remember how to pin it. Let's see. I should be able to. Okay, that should be. That should be. It should be pinned in YouTube if anyone wants to come in. That would be cool if at least one of you popped in just to test. To you, Apollo. A beer drinking bro. Hey, Twin Cities. Hey, good to see you here, man. How are you? I went back to Mick Ultra Samurai. Those Voodoo Rangers, man, they were. Whew, I think I was telling that the other night or last week. Whew, those are strong. Those are a little too strong. So I went back to watered down beer. Less calories too, never hurts. That's about it though. Mick Ultra. A lot of guys laugh. That's not a man's beer, but you know what? Those Voodoo Rangers, man. You know what? I figured out why my brother drinks it and my nephew drinks it. I mean, when it's 9% alcohol per can, you know, they can, you know, drink and well, one beer equals two, and two equals four. Basically, three equals six. And so the married guys, their wife goes, "Well, he's not drinking much." I figured that out. Otherwise, they'd be slamming beers down, but they're married with kids. Well, my brother's kids are older, but he, uh, I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a long time. Well, I know he likes the hard IPAs. It got to be too much for me. I mean, it's nice if you go, you got a lot of pain or going through something and want to drown it out fast. That'll do it. But geez, I don't know. Not all the time. Not that's not a. I don't know. If you like just drinking one or two every night, that's fine. I just like having a beer around, so I choose the lighter, and that way, I can still drink few of my beers and not get all messed up. Since the cat doors late, yes sir. Uh-oh, look who we got here. Add to these stages. Look here.
Hey, what's up, bro?
What's up, brother? What are you doing?
Oh, I was just making some room out in the garage for all that crap I just brought into the house. Or rat nest crap.
Oh man, we all been there. I'm still in the middle of getting my garage cleaned out from the kitchen remodel because I had to move everything out there and yeah, like 95% of it's done, but a lot of it's heavy work. And with my back right now, I'm just not doing it because I realize every time I do something, I just keep making it worse. So it's getting better. So I'm just like, okay, I can just let it go. I can let it go. It's okay to put this one off. Otherwise, I'm going to go out there, play Superman again, and then I'm going to be messed with my back. So, you just learn. You learn over time to,
Baby steps, like we were talking about, right?
yeah,
And then that way you can actually enjoy it when it happens, instead of being,
well, but it sucks because when you're younger, you just go, oh, I got to go do this, so you go do it. But if your back's messed up and you're older, you can't.
Mhm.
You just can't. And believe me, I've tried, and that's why it's been lingering. And so I finally realized, okay, stop. You can do light things. Don't just rest your back. Just rest your back. Just and it's hard. It's hard, especially when I know there's things I want to do, things I got to do. I mean, even just like simple things like cleaning the house, but overall, it's like rest your back. You got nowhere to go. Just rest your back. Nobody's coming here. It doesn't have to look like, you know, uh, something out of a magazine, and especially my studio. I'll pull the covers off back here, and I'll give some better shots. I'll get some better lighting set up, and that way you guys can see what I really have. Like I said, I don't even have curtains up on the windows yet, or nor do I have the recessed lighting that I want installed in here. Um, but because of the other projects. But I had to get this stuff somewhere and set up. I only have so much room, and in this townhouse, this is the master bedroom, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I got my priorities straight. I made the master bedroom the studio, and I made my guest bedroom my master bedroom. I mean, what do I need? I'm a single guy. I got a queen size bed. I go there and I sleep and I keep my clothes there. Why do I need a great big grand bedroom? I'd rather have the room for the studio.
Yeah, me too.
Well, the problem that comes in is I have no room for guests. So, I mean, if anybody want to come visit me, there's really no room for you to stay unless you want to sleep in my bed with me. But
Right.
it's like, no, I don't think that's gonna.
Hey, good to see you, Synth Cat. How's it going? AKA Tron Dog.
Who's that?
Synth Cat is
Oh yeah, yeah.
electronic composer. How's it going, Sammy? If you're in here, how's it going, Captain?
Yeah, man. I can't. Oh, I guess I have to look over here. It's really funny how this stuff works. Like Marilyn was showing, you have to pin your link to get in here on YouTube, and then pin it in YouTube, and then come back to StreamYard and manage everything. It's like it's those little things you have to learn about jumping back and forth, because the whole time, whenever I joined Symptoms of Realities live, I made the mistake, and many people do, is I was using OBS. And no. Right away, Marilyn's like, you leave OBS out of it. And then things started to click. So I knew whenever I clicked on somebody's live stream to join, just
Yeah, I have to use OBS for my cameras to work. So,
well,
right,
yeah.
so right
And a
now,
lot of us who
right now,
dive into that
I'm
use
in on
OBS.
OBS. So I have to.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah. And
I'm excited and scared too about it, Samurai. I'm so excited about it, but I'm also like scared. I also have some help and a buddy. So just so you guys know, let me just I'm gonna do the things that I can, like I can build computers and DAC systems and fire systems and stuff like that. So I'm gonna stay in my lane doing keys, but like I definitely am gonna need help with that Polymog. That's not going to be something that I just start ripping into without help.
So I posted on your page. So you do repair synthesizers?
I haven't repaired any synthesizers, but I repaired a lot of like electronics.
But your new channel suggests that you do?
Well, I'm going to try and rescue synths is what I'm suggesting.
I'm
trying to rescue synthesizers with all my resources, whether it be cash, friends that repair musical instruments, any resources that I can to save a synth, and then maybe get a vintage synth without spending big bucks on it.
So yeah, let me understand. So you're not actually going to do the repairs yourself?
I'm going to do a lot of repairs like this. And like my first episodes, I'm going to take this MK3 and I'm going to fix these two keys. I'm going to show you guys how to do that, and then my spring. Sorry, hold on. Oops, let me move that right there. And then my spring is missing.
Hey George,
my spring popped off on my wheel. So I'm going to show you guys how to make a custom spring.
Okay, I was just curious.
I'm going to do stuff like that. I'm going to stay in my lane. But I mean, as far as like what Kent Sponk's doing, make VCA voice, crossovers. I wouldn't know how to do that without the blueprints, and then I would just have to get a board and follow blueprints and then solder it in there.
Well, I think I'm an ARP lover. What if you got an ARP axe and you didn't know how to fix it? Would you consult somebody like Synth Chaser to do it, or are you connecting resources? Or are you going to attempt it all yourself?
Like I said, I'm not going to try and break anything worse than it's going to get broken. So I'm going to do it to my understanding. I know my way around an ohm meter. That's all I can say.
Same here.
And then when I had the garden store, I can't tell you how many repairs I did on ballasts and stuff. So, putting transformers in and caps and stuff, I've been putting transformers and caps in for years. Hey, studio, how's it going? So it's pretty much the same thing with synthesizers. They're just little teeny miniature transformers and capacitors.
I bought all the stuff to upgrade my ARP Omni 2. I had Synth Chaser out west send me the stuff. He wouldn't do it himself, but I sent him something. Oh, it was a while back, but he sent it back. But I bought the he designed better LED sliders that are lit, and they're better than the original. And I bought the MIDI interface kit for the Omni 2, and also the ARPAC. I got this deal on the ARPACs. Oh my God. I could not believe what I got this for. And it was pristine condition, original ARPACs. And I got it for, I can't remember it. I was just like blown away that this guy was letting it go. And I thought, I'm either getting taken. Not only that, it showed up in a flight case. I was like, and that wasn't part of the deal. The flight case itself was worth $250, and he didn't even mention it. And there's this pristine ARP axe in there. I was like, finally, I landed on something really, really, really cool.
That's cool.
So I did buy the LED upgrade kit for it, and I got a little part thing up on my wall up there. I have them all labeled. I have the
like the electronic composer said, Uncle Jerry, he grew up on Radio Shack. So did I. I mean, I was taking the family VCR apart to see how it was working.
We'll see it before I remodel the kitchen. I knew I was going to need a kitchen table where I could work, so I had a custom table built where you have like an island, but you also have this table that's got a hard, solid surface where I can work on it. I could just put a synth there. I've got the electrical. I got the soldering iron. I even have an oscilloscope. I ended up buying one after getting addicted to Synth Chasers videos.
Oh, yeah. I remember those.
Yeah. And so I figured, well, I can do some of this because I got a Kurzweil PC3. I'm ready to just throw in the garbage, but I don't even know. I don't even know if I'm going to try to save it. I'm going to maybe advertise it for parts, but I love the ARP stuff. So yeah, now, like I said, living in a smaller place, I'm just going to have to work at the kitchen table, and that's fine. Just because I don't need placemats for 4 people. It's me. I don't have people coming over for dinner every night or every other night, not even every weekend. I can put whatever I want on my damn table. Oscilloscope. And,
I mean, yeah, they sound. I wish they weren't so darn expensive for the good ones, like the good Russian ones are like, they're like $7,500.
But you know what? This one I'm pretty sure it was Synth Chaser was using that, and it was either Synth or I don't know if you guys ever followed Jareth Lackey. He repairs a lot of Moogs. The guy's a whiz. He's pretty much a Moog specialist, but I think he does other stuff. But man, he knows his shit, and I think he has one too. But and I picked one up. Oh, this was back when I had all these ideas, and I'm going to do this when I retired. But you know what? I don't regret it because I'm just setting myself up for it all. Now I have it, and I can now start sorting things as things are coming together here. And get a little more under control and do my work. If I want to go finish the upgrade on the ARP, fine. My work isn't dying for it. Those are hobbies. Those are a hobby extension from playing and using synthesizers. Those are things from my past that I'm just thrilled to own today. And as older guys have that kind of sentiment. It's like because we salivated for that stuff but couldn't afford it back then.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have one sitting in your house, whether it's in the closet or you pull it out just to mess with it, it's more of a nostalgia thing. It truly is, at least for me. Because let's face it, I can get an ARP act sound probably on most anything, but there's just something not only about the sound from back then, the way we were raised.
It's very nostalgic.
It's nostalgic because there was ARP or Moog, right? And back then, those were the two big. You either ARP camp or Moog, and I like ARP.
But that's all there was until the '80s, until Yamaha, and Roland really started throwing down
back there. But it was ARP or Moog when I grew up, and
like when Pop took over, there was Yamaha that stuck there. Yamaha stuck their big fat foot right in pop music.
Oh yeah, they and Roland too. Roland, and then a lot of Oberheim stuff in the 80s too.
If you could afford it, that stuff was short and far between though. I mean. But Eddie Van Halen on Jump, that was Oberheim.
Yep.
OBX8, right?
OBX or A?
Or A.
I'm so fucking tired of that one. You know how many times you hear that? Every time everybody hears that sound, okay, what else? Just like guitar players. Chicago 25 or 6. Well, that was when I was growing up, when Chicago was
waiting.
Everybody picked up a guitar. That's all. That's the same thing with the Jump.
For something to say.
The other one was that synth opening to "Separate Ways" by Journey.
Awful.
It's like, okay, but play something else on that sucker.
I agree.
We all love it, but who else? Well, somebody else that used to do, and every time I went in a music store, it's like the one-hit wonder keyboard player. All he knows is that one song, and that's all he keeps playing on that synthesizer. It's okay. Are you done? I'd like to try it out. Nope.
I'm a regular.
Play that song again.
Yeah, I'm a regular at the Guitar Center, so I went in there. My buddy's there, and that's my buddy. He's gonna do some help with me, and he'll be on the Synth Rescue show, and we're gonna be
cool.
Yeah. So he's been managing Guitar Centers for about 20 years, bro.
You might be able to help me out. I gotta listen to this. I got 2 Kawai K4s with keyboards and 2 rack mount versions. Obviously, I'll be honest, I don't want the keyboard versions anymore. One works excellent. One I have to hook up again. I think there's some clunkiness to it, but the other R is good. I mean, I'll sell them all together or separate. I just don't need them. The R is enough for me. K4R, just due to space and stuff. I was on a kick a while back when I had this idea of stacking them. I just had stupid ideas. I was just going to load my rack up with a couple K4Rs, but I'd rather just have just the one and get rid of the rest. Let's see, what else could you help me with?
No, I mean, shit, I got Google, bro. I've got a PhD in Google, so.
Yeah. What else? I got
a PhD in Google, baby. You know, Apollo's got you.
The other stuff that's not synth related, I really need to get rid of is my stage stuff, the speakers, the power amps. I need to get rid of that. I just need to do it. Oh, I got a Yamaha stage piano I need to get rid of. I just got shit I need to get rid of.
Can you hear this, Jerry?
No.
How about now?
Yeah, now I can.
All right. Now you can hear. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Silence.
Silenced.
Hey, Studio 8's here too, man. Hey, brother.
Yes, Studio 8. What's up?
There you go.
Man, I've been watching Kiefer play the Hammond. Man, that guy rocks.
Doesn't he, though?
Man, Kiefer rocks at that Hammond with that Elisa. I'm just like,
man, I
feel
told
like
you
I'm
he's
16
from my
years old.
backyard.
I feel like I'm 16 years old. It's 1978, and I'm watching Blue Oyster Cult and the Reaper, and the lasers shining right in my eye.
That dude can play. I told you he grew up in my backyard. He's just,
yep.
I used to hang out down in the area where he grew up. In fact, my band was formed in the same town over, right next to him, and his name was well known. I used to kept hearing, "Oh, Keith Piazza." Oh, this was decades ago. This was me just getting into the scene. Never met the guy. So when I saw his channel pop up, I went, "I know that name." And because I remember the guys in the band from Charleroi always mentioned him. And in fact, I kind of thought, now remember, there's no internet and you only go by word of mouth. I thought Keith took over my place in the band I was in.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, but he did not. He did not. It was another guy.
Oh, that's crazy.
But I was under the understanding that since they kept mentioning him all the time, mentioning him, how great he was, and I had never heard him, but all I heard was how great he was from I'll say the Charleroi boys, because the drummer was from there. So it was the bass player and guitar player. It was me and the sax player that were up from Uniontown, which is, a few miles away. And since they mentioned him so much, when they decided to kind of drop us and move on, I was replaced by another guy, and I think that was it. They decided to go 4-piece, keep the name, and when we saw them, I guess I thought the guy was Keith DiPiazzo, but I see why they wanted to change direction, because this keyboard player they were all sequenced now. Everything was sequenced. I mean, the keyboard player would start out with a few bangs, and the tracks would be going, and then the drummer would play to him, and then he'd play a few things, and he'd be playing and get the funk going, and then the next thing you know, he's not playing anymore. He's clapping, and so is the guitar player. And I'm going, well, where's all this fucking music coming from?
Hey, Echo Craft. How's it going, Echo Craft?
You ain't playing this shit. Hey, you replaced me for this? Good for you. Echo, hey, there he is.
Hey, Echo, how was the wife's birthday?
What up, Echo? You know what, Apollo? That was a blow, man. It was like, you replaced me for that. And me and the sax player went to go see him, and it was like, and they sounded good. They sounded great. They sounded 100 times better than we did. But you know what? It wasn't them. It was all tracks.
That's too bad. That's too bad.
Yeah, they went to replace us and went all tracks. They did that for a while, and I swore it was Keith DiPiazza, but it was not. But I learned that later on, and it was like,
I can tell you what, the boy can play, even then with his arthritis and everything that's going on in his life. The boy can play, and he's kind of got the electronic knowledge that I have. So you know how he'd be making these pedal boards.
Oh yeah, like yeah.
I don't be doing that, but I'd be wiring guitars up for like 25 years. So
Oh yeah, he's got this little shop set up.
When I buy this guitar, then I'm gonna buy some kind of Les Paul Studio to replace my Jackson, something a little bluesy.
Yeah.
Before I would play like 3-4 chords, maybe like a Guns N' Roses solo on it, and then I'm taking the thing apart and I'm modifying all the pickups, all the pots, all the switches. I'm modifying in that brand new guitar. Like I'm wrapping a damn ground on every pot connected to each other with 16 gauge copper. You know what I mean? It's going to be wrapped. It's going to be soaked in silver solder. It's going to be you turn that thing on, you're not even going to be able to tell it's on, because I'm going to redo it, and that's one thing I have been doing with the solder gun is I make a guitar sound right and tight, and I just can't stand mid-range floor noise. I can't stand it.
Right.
I hate it. And
I hear you.
I learned how to not hear it. Can't stand it.
No, I hear you loud.
Who wants to have mid-range floor noise on a guitar? Who wants to hear that?
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. Well, that's cool that you're doing that channel. I just checked that out before
be a show on my channel. It's just going to be like something I do. Like that Polymoog, that's going to be a whole season long thing, man. Just to get started on this. I'm still trying to find the book for it. Like everything else is easy to get, but
it's amazing when I see the Polymoog, because back in the day, up when I was in high school, I lived in a place that was right on the West Virginia border. Well, drinking was 18, so it was easy. It was easy for us to go over to West Virginia and easily get into bars. Okay. And so we used to go to this place called Bamboo Lounge, and I remember I used to tell the guys, "Come on, let's go here." And there was a band, and the band, really weird. The band sat in the middle of the bar. It was a great big round bar, but the band performed in the middle. That's how big the bar was. It was weird, but and there was space in the back, and it was like the guy had something and a Polymoog, and man, he was a good singer. But it was amazing. Excuse me. How cool, and everyone wanted the Polymoog back then. How cool it was. And when you play it today, it's really pretty limited.
No, it is. I'm actually kind of curious to see how that low, because it kind of simulates the sound.
Yeah.
This polyphonic thing that's going on with it.
Yeah.
I probably won't fall in love with it, but it's going to get me to the synthesizers that I want to get to. Yeah. And this is part of what this mission's about is I have a lot of catching up to do, and I have a lot of learning to do, and I have a lot of love for synthesis.
You gotta
Echo show today with the pedals, man. I've been preaching it from day one. Why aren't you guys hooking guitar pedals up to these synthesizers?
Oh, that's the way to go, man.
I mean, I was saying it forever, and then it's like now Echo's gonna get on it. He's like, "Hey, man, check it out."
I've been on that. You take any pedal, it's gonna change your synthesizer.
Dude, it's this damn sub 37, man. I don't care about hooking pedals up. I don't want to hook a pedal up to my MPC Key 61. It's the workstation killer. I got all the effects. I got in this bad boy.
Oh
the Juno,
yeah.
The
I agree.
Look at this layout on the Juno on the filters. I love it. Now this son of a bitch right here, this Moog Sub 37, this needs a bunch of pedals, like 8 of them. And then you hook 8 pedals up to this, and this will start sounding stupid crazy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, something like the ambient. No, you probably don't need a pedal on that. But what I'm saying is the flexibility of, okay, maybe like on my RD 2000, there's a piano sound I like, but I would like it to have this dreamy, distant echo to it. You know, this, you know, and the effects in the RD 2000 aren't going to give you that. And
no, I agree, Echo. Yeah, everything. I'm just saying, that's not my drive. Is like, I don't feel like but yeah, trust me, Echo. It's been crossing my mind. I would run some pedals, and I definitely do, because I hate to admit this, is I have not ran my vocoder through my master with the talk box yet, which is kind of crazy that I haven't done that, because that's where like all the Travis Scott stuff is being done, is by doing that.
Well, I have a whole patch bay just for being able to patch one pedal to any synth, or a chain of pedals through any synth. You know what I mean? Once hooked up to the patch bay, I just say, okay, I want to put.
That's the only pedal I have hooked up right now to my synthesizers, is this MXR talk box.
And that's cool. But when I'm saying I'm making a change so that once hooked to the patch bay, I just say, okay, when I'm sitting here, I'm going, well, I want to add Strymon and I don't know, an EQ, or I don't see my pedals, so, and I'm drawing a blank, but just what else do I have? Maybe a Zoom multi-stomp, or shoot, a flashback echo on, ping pong. Just, you can kind of turn things backwards, upside down. That's not standard with the effects built in to the originating synth itself. While the effects are great, and of course you don't want to overload with effects. We all know that. And that's an important thing to realize when you go in at the ambient. I think that's one thing anyone needs to realize. And believe me, I'm no expert, but I know this: beware of too much echo and all that, because you're just going to get nothing but echo. And it's one thing to make it sound dreamy, but now we're getting into an art where you've got to balance with your sound source. How dreamy is it already? Does it really need reverb? Space.
Right.
Maybe I should add a dry string sound on top of that to kind of hold everything grounded a little bit. So you're not hearing that echo. I don't know. That's just me. Echo says, just put it on everything. Yeah, that's always a good solution.
Really, on that too? Or should I put reverb and echo on that too?
Not if you have a sustained pedal. Oh my God, I had to listen. I went to go visit my mom last week, and they had a guy playing piano in the the main area there, which is right outside my mom's room. And really odd. I mean, he's kind of odd looking fella, but and he had a Nord Electro laying on the floor, quite red. And he had a Nord Electro laying on, and he's playing this piece of shit with speakers built in. And I walked by. You had to walk by him, and I looked at him and I was, well, first of all, I was like, he's playing like he's reading the music from the book with no feel. He's just playing the song. He's not reading music, but he's playing it like he is, almost like a student. You know how they vary and how they play. And so I'm getting there with my mom. You can hear him in there playing.
Paulo reminded you of the story.
Well, I'm in here talking with my mom, visiting, and I'm going. I said, "I'm sorry, Mom. This guy's driving me crazy." I said, "There's something wrong here. Hold on." And I'm listening. He's not using the goddamn sustain pedal, and it's like he's just playing, and nothing's ringing out. There's no feeling. There's no sustain.
Yeah, I gotta hook up. I have to hook a sustain pedal up to my master.
It's like I figured it out. I'm like, he's just playing. How's a guy with a Nord Electro play this piece of shit with speakers with no sustain pedal? And he was. And that's what it was. I was like, Mom, he's got no feeling in that piano playing. It's just he's like playing from the book and he's struggling at it. And then I realized, oh, he has no sustain on. I said, at least if that guy hooked the sustain pedal up, it would have been okay.
You got to have a little sustain, especially when you're playing them chords and back end chords.
Oh,
let me go grab a beer.
That whole visit, my ears are just. Oh, my mom's like, I don't hear what you're saying. I said, oh well. It was driving me nuts. I was like, come on, man. My mom goes, why don't you go out there and play? I said, nah, I don't do this. They don't like my music. They'll throw me out. Who is this guy? This is my son. He's going to play us all a nice song. No, I'm not, Mom. Oh, how nice. They'll be there. Clap, clap, clap. Oh, how nice. Okay, I'll stop. Hey, the link's up there. You guys want to join in? I didn't plan on. I always call these a short test. Look, he's eating. I always call these a short test, and we get all these people in. And no, I appreciate it because, like I said, I'm just testing the setup in the studio.
Yeah, we're gonna tag these fucking motherfuckers, dude. We're gonna tag YouTube. We're gonna tag all these motherfuckers like Bret the Hitman Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. I'm Bret Hart. You're Jim the Anvil Neidhart. We are tag team champions. This is the way it is.
Okay. Play my old school, Uncle Jerry. I think, do I have that? No, I'll get a copyright strike. Can't be playing that shit. What? Huh. Yeah, tell Paulo play.
Play something we won't get striked with.
That way there makes me want to get one of those things. Damn you. Come on.
So fast though.
One. I didn't get my VT4 either. Yeah, I gotta find it and get it hooked up to the mic. Yeah, electron. And didn't I get banned?
He's already got a strike for it, man.
I got banned playing Steely Dan. Yeah, not man, banned, strike.
He can't be doing that, dude. 3 strikes, you're out on YouTube.
Yeah, I got striked. I don't think I have anything really bad, but they like warned me and removed it. So I'd stay away from it now.
Yeah, that's why I'd be trying to make my own shit right now, because it's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Even if it's not great and I don't get striked, that's fine with me. What's up, Rich Bossa?
Hey, the Richie boy. How you doing, brother? Welcome.
What up? What up, Rich?
Hope you're doing okay, man. You know what? I was just going to text you / Linda. See how you've been doing, man. Hey, Apollo, that's why I wasn't geared up for Kuma time, because I didn't have enough songs. And
what do you mean enough songs?
I didn't have enough songs to be on a regular schedule for competition.
Bro, we have to make the song every week. That's the rule. That's the only rule.
Yeah, but I wasn't ready. I just, plus I like this week, I have nothing for popcorn night. I'm trying, but I don't.
You don't have to do. You don't have to do it every week, dude. Don't.
For Kumite, you do.
Kumite, I do. You don't.
Yeah, you
right
do.
now.
Popcorn night, you don't.
And you don't either.
But you don't have. That's what I'm saying. Kumite, you do.
I do. Yeah, I do, because since Samurai was kind enough to invite me to play with the brothers, and so I was like, you know what? I'm honored and stoked, and I will put an effort to make sure you get your track every week, Captain. But
well, I could pull some old stuff, but it's short, and
I'm telling you right now that Maryland's track that I'm making for her is way more labor intensive than the Kumite this week.
Yeah, like probably my popcorn night submission this week's going to be what I did last week. But Marilyn keeps saying she's going to send me her vocals, but I haven't got them yet. So
we should collab sometime, maybe for popcorn night. You ever think of that?
Yeah, but look, I'm in the studio now. Let me start getting shit together, a piece at a time, so I can start doing that. And eventually I'll even be able to play live, when half the stuff's wired up. Only part of it's wired up, I'm going to be honest. But I'm going to at least temporarily wire up the Juno X and the controller. And I'm going to be testing on the 2000 and the Phantom. And then, like I said, I'll take the covers off of that shit and show you what else is getting hooked up. This fucking mixer here, excuse my French, it's a whole freaking learning process every time I sit down in front of it. I'm not sure I made a good decision, but don't take that.
Listen, here's for me. When I got my mixer,
Thanks.
I got my mixer for one reason.
Thank you.
I got it for bringing in all my synthesizers on a track.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't bring them all in because there wasn't enough channels to. So that's why I got it. But in the meantime, I learned how much my mixer affects my sound on the fly. So without even mixing something, just by where my knobs are.
Yes.
And what I realized is I just thought I was going to be able to set it and forget it, right? Well, my problem is I play a lot of different genres of music. So you hop over from hip hop, you go from hip hop to some trap, and then all of a sudden your levels are way off, and the synthesizer doesn't sound right no more. So you have to turn them knobs. And then I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, I'm lazy. Yeah. And then after a couple of weeks of that, I just realized it was sort of the process. And now I just I'll turn all 10 of these knobs in like a microsecond, and they're all fixed where they're supposed to be. You know what I mean? So it's no big deal.
Yeah. Hey, look who we got coming here. It's Rich Kielbasa.
Oh, Rich. It's the Polish prince.
How you doing, brother? Put some goddamn clothes on, will you?
I'm doing good.
Good. You look good. Oh, you do have clothes on. I thought you was naked.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Good. Linda told me you were. I know, man.
Man,
That's like, whew,
bro,
that's intense.
that is super intense, bro.
Man. But
How you
you're
doing?
always smiling, man. You're always smiling.
How you doing, Rich?
I'm I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Um,
Sweet, man.
You still farting on Linda?
yeah.
Oh, attaboy. Hey, Richie boy. A while back he was sending me farts and sending them to me. He was recording them and sending them to me. My favorites were he was on a roll one night. I don't know what he was doing. And he's like ripping away. And finally you hear his wife in the background going, God damn it, Rich. Fucking lay off or something like that. She just yelled at him. And I'll tell you what, that was the funniest fucking thing I ever heard. It was him getting yelled at. Hey, thanks, Sex. Yeah, like everything, it all needs work. I'll pull the covers off. And in fact, when Apollo gets back, so you're going to be home now, Rich, all the time?
Yeah, I will be a little gas.
You're Polish. There's no such thing as a little gas.
Yeah. Um I say I would say tomorrow. No. No. Um Maybe next week I'll be doing better, but not this week.
Are you mobile or do you need help getting around?
I'm mobile.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah.
House looks nice and comfy. Great place to recoup and relax.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I've
Take
gotta
it easy, man.
yeah, I gotta um 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 I don't know. Um what's this place? Okay. Um yeah, what I've been in there for is um um I've been into the hospital. Um, um, good times. Good times. Okay. I've been dilly dallying, so I will be signing off. Um, but just to know you're, um, uh, um, I will be in the showroom next week. Okay.
Hey, Rich, appreciate it, brother. You and Linda know I've been praying for you both. You especially, Great to see you. You're looking great. Thanks for popping in, brother. Really good to see you.
Okay. I will be back in a few weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
You take care of yourself. You take your time. There's no hurry. You take
Yeah.
care of yourself. We're all here for you.
Did I tell you I sold my business?
Yeah.
Okay.
About 2 weeks ago or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's works out good.
I know.
I
Good for
I
you.
got nothing to worry about.
Right.
Yeah.
That's important. So you sit in that comfy chair and you relax.
Yeah. I will. I've been watching you on the TV, so I've been getting um, some YouTube in today.
Oh,
So
so I'm a TV star now.
yeah, yeah,
All right.
okay,
Appreciate that, brother. No, seriously. As
okay,
always, many prayers to you every night, my brother. So you
okay,
take care. Thanks for popping in.
okay. I gotta go.
Okay,
See
Rich.
ya,
All right. See you, buddy.
see ya,
Love you.
buddy.
Yes, sir. Good old Rich, man. He went through a lot there recently. Guess they had to open up his brain again. I don't know the details, but his wife, such a beautiful woman. Um, she she texted me, but then she put me on a group text, keeping me updated on Richie's condition, and even sent me pictures. And man, that guy, he's so young and spirited. After going through that, he was smiling, and but it was so great that she took the time to update me and others, and so I kind of knew all along, and I knew not to bother him. Um, with reaching out, going, "Hey, you okay?" Because I know a lot of times when you're healing, sometimes text messages could be annoying, and you kind of shut your phone off, but then you feel guilty because you're not responding to texts. But sometimes people like to be left alone, and I just didn't want to bother him, so I figured as long as his wife Linda was sending him, that was good. I knew where he was, how he was, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, Rich is a great guy. I got so much stuff stacked in my past Gmails and in folders that he sent me regarding Oberheim and the mixer, Oberheim editors, some of his patch stuff. He just overloaded me with shit, all kind of shit.
Sorry,
Great stuff.
I had to give my dog his medicine. That abscess completely went down in 3 days from those heavy antibiotics.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bro, it looked like he got stung by or didn't it look like he got bit by a cobra in the face?
Yeah, like I said, he went through a major. They had to cut his brain open again, his skull open again. So he went through some major stuff, and I was telling people that.
Poor Rich, man. He fucking.
Oh,
he's looking a lot better though. He's looking.
Oh, he is.
That he was last month. Like.
Yeah, but he was.
I know, bro.
That's a lot to go through, man.
Fucking heavy.
A lot to go through. Hey, you mind if I take a piss break?
Nope, I'll entertain.
You entertain.
Jerry's gonna take a piss, boys, and he's taking a motherfucking piss. Yeah. Turn some Verblixenheimer on. You know I got that Blixenheimer. Die Ritzen, die Blixen, die Heimer. I need to get a death whistle. You know what? Real talk. I'm thinking that the Polymoog might be the most expensive death whistle ever, because everybody I've talked to today said, they're saying, you're not going to get parts. You're not going to get that thing working. Like, everybody's like, you're not going to get that working. And the dude that sold it to me, he wanted 3 G's, but I bought some other shit from him. He wanted 3 G's for it. It's got a new power supply. It's got new LED lights in it from Generation. So it's got the same LED lights that were indigenous to its time that went in it, but they're new. So he did a lot of shit, but homeboy lost all the knobs and switches for it. Like, so there's no switch knobs or no knobs for it. So like, I'm like, bro, it's like $800 right there. I was like, if you're going to part it out. So I think you already started parting it out now that I've been thinking about it, but it's okay. It does make sound. It is making sound. The LFO, it has no depth on the LFO. The rate goes extremely fast. So instead of going like from 0 to 10, the rate goes from like 0 to 10 and just like just one notch. So there's something going on there. When you turn the portamento on, you do start getting musical sounds. So right now it seems like it's making a C, a D, and an E, no matter what note you press. So it is making sound, but it's not making any kind of music. So it's over at my buddy's shop right now. I'm gonna go over there in the morning and we're gonna start fucking with it. We're gonna smoke some dabs and some bowls, and we're gonna fucking investigate.
That's the way to do it. Hey, while you were talking, I pulled the covers off. There's my PE05. Obviously, that's a JDXA. And down below.
Oh, nice.
That's a System 8 down here.
Oh, you got a System 8?
Yeah, System 8 down here. Below the JDX. You can't see it really. And then I think over here, I move shit around. It's been covered up, but I believe. Hold on. Let me.
Wouldn't that be great if it just made the greatest death whistle sound though? Electronic Composer.
Oh, that would be cool. I'm going
to and then I could like literally all 3D print a thing for the Polymoog that'll just be called the Polymoog death whistle. I'm optimistic about it. I was even asking Dean, my buddy that's helping me. I was like, can't we just throw like a higher end oscillator from like Oberheimer in it and just solder it in? And he's like, yeah. And then it has something to do with this. It has something to do with the card going in front of it. So it has this slot card that goes into it, and then it's like it's kind of what cleans up all the sounds through the circuitry. And that's what's having the issue. And you can't get this part, I guess. Like the only way you can get this part is to get it. But I was like, this don't make no sense. Let's just get the blueprints for it and we'll just make it. I was like, we'll just put a housing on it and make it. So I can't wrap my mind around that we can't make something from fucking the early 80s. That doesn't fly with me. You know what I mean? Like, so we're working on getting the blueprints right now for it. Now, Radar Electric is not open like they used to be. So the old man that owns it, he runs it out of his house now, and he's old. He's in his 80s, so he's hard to get a hold of. So we've already reached out to homeboy. Oh yeah, that's a nice camera angle right there, Jerry. Oh yeah, your studio's packed.
Let's see.
Oh, look at that Oberheim back there.
Okay.
What's a fucking Oberheim back there?
Wait a minute.
Who's an Oberheim? This guy.
Oh.
Look at all the pedals down there. Oh, look at
Okay.
Jerry. You're right, Jerry. You got enough for now. You got to get this all set up. Hey, what did you take the new unit out of the box today?
Yeah, hold on. So there's the JDXA. Yeah, there's the System 8 with the aluminum sides.
Yeah, let's go.
That is the Matrix 6 and the OB6.
Is that a Hercules stand right there? Empty?
No, on stage stand.
On stage.
Let's see. Let me get this working. OBX 8.
Man, does my Juno look that nice on cam, guys? As Uncle Jerry's?
That's the OBX 8.
That is the OBX 8, bro.
With the original pinstripe overlays.
And you got a Prophet 6 above it?
That's a Prophet 5 40th anniversary.
Prophet 5.
That I upgraded to a Prophet 10 under the covers. So it's really a Prophet 10. And
dude, that's all you need right there. That rack right there is absolutely just dominates out of everything. Of course, you're not going to get that Juno, that sharp 80s Juno sound that's on that mid, that really nasty super steroid mid-range sound.
Yeah.
But in combinations, man, you can't get a better 80 sound than that room
Oh, I
so what do we got back here? We got a TO5
right here. Yeah, behind my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a TEO5 on top of the it's a TEO5.
You got all the dude, you got all the muscle, Jerry. I really don't think listen, let's get this all hooked up and midied right, and then get some gas. Dude, you got all the gas right there.
Oh, yeah.
All the gas.
Well, that's not counting the power of using the VSTs. Plus, I have a Oberheim Matrix 1000, a Kawai K4, and a Rollins JV 880 in my main rack.
Look at that sick ass Synth Mafia shirt he's got on.
And I got some Behringer shit off to the side, but I just don't have room to hook it up, to be honest. But like I said, I'm working out something to have a space down here where I can put in different drum machines. And like I said, the 2 stands that Synth Samurai recommended, they hold laptops, but they're so heavy duty. You put 2 of them together, they make a good 30 second tier keyboard stand.
Right.
Take that controller off, and you could put another drum machine. Like I plan on putting a TR8S down here, the MC707 up here, and something like the new Sonicware stuff that I fell in love with, the Ambient O and the Texture Lab, which are smaller modules that you can just set right there and control them right right above whatever synth you got here. So is it the flexibility I want? Yeah. Is it a pain in the ass? Yeah. But I'd rather, I just don't have the room for that kind of flexibility. I just don't. So you have to make do with what you can make do with, you know? And,
I agree. I mean, I got to tell you, man, that's everything looking great right there. To stand, like I need half that stuff you got in there because, listen, I'm tired of tiny desk jam. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know, the biggest hurdle I had moving here was number one. Well, all kind of issues moving here. You know, when I walked back into his bedroom, I'm walking and I'm going. I know I drink beer and stuff, but and I'm like, I'm walking. It's like, why do I feel like my feet are giving out when I walk in here? I was like, is it me? And I always, you know, I'm one of these guys. I'm like, nah.
You know what it is?
I kept walking in here. I'm going.
I can
There's
tell you,
something wrong. There's
no,
something wrong here.
I can tell you, bro.
They put the flooring. They put wooden flooring on top of carpeting.
On top of carpeting? Oh my god! Well, that definitely. It's more than that. It's more than that, but that is absolutely. I might have to fly out there, Jerry, and just start ripping up some fucking floor for you.
Well, the first thing I had to do was I got to replace the floor in
electro composer fucking bounce house, or what the fuck? Dangerous old person bounce house. Like, dude, that sounds like a. Why would you? It's probably watch. He'll pull it up. It'll be green shag carpet from the 70s.
Oh, you don't
with 25-pound pad.
you don't even want to know what I ran into when I moved in here. Oh, yeah. Anyhow,
that's crazy, Unc.
Anyhow, before my mom bought it, every time I visit, I said, "You got to replace that patio door. That's not safe. It doesn't lock." Oh, I know, but it's safe here. I said, "I don't care if it's safe here." Well, I come down, it was never replaced. I told my sister about it, who kind of has been taking care of her. You know, no, you know how to replace the door? Me, when I moved in here. I'm like, I'm not living with a door that doesn't lock. It, you know, it's the first thing I did. You got somebody in here replace this door. Then I had the floors replaced in here and the bedroom. And then when I decided to, you know, I knew I was going to remodel it, but I said, you know what, I'm redoing the flooring through the whole place. Just I had the whole place refloored in the same thing. So it's the same floor no matter where you walk. Open up a closet, it's the flooring. Go in the kitchen, it's the flooring. Living room, it's the flooring. You know, and that was first.
You're all right though. You know what I mean? I mean,
I know it's fine. And you know what? I knew it because I got this thing for a dime. My mom cut me a break. She did not give it to me. I bought it, but
she shouldn't have.
No, and I wouldn't expect her to.
But she gave it to you for a dime, right?
She cut me a good break. Yes.
So see, that's the thing, Unc, is that, you know, listen, my mom was wonderful. She was one of the most wonderful people that I knew, but she wasn't the greatest woman that I ever known.
Yeah.
You know, because she had her own deals, but she did the best that she could. And I think that if she could go back, and this is the thing that I think about my mom, God rest her soul, if she could go back and see and do it over again, my mom would have done things a whole lot differently.
Yes.
You know, so I respect that. You know what I mean?
And you know, I love hearing that because you know why? You respect that because it's true. They could only do what they could do, and you got to respect them for what they did. You know, who knows? You weren't walking in their shoes. You know,
I couldn't believe it. Like, my eyes just twitching, just thinking about some of the shit. But you also knew you had Gen Xers in your life, being 12 years old. We were great kids, weren't we? We were great kids. I mean, we crushed it, dude. And then it's like, thank God for us now, because now we're finally in charge of fixing the country. Na, 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 na.
Yeah, really. Shit.
Holy mackerel, bro. Talk about full circle, huh?
Wait. Why do I have... I messed up. There we go.
Yeah, it's because you were showing the.
Oh, that's right. I was like,
yeah,
I didn't
showing
click something here. All right, there we go.
Dude, I love roller skates, bro. Bro, I've been roller skating. The electronic composer, I've been roller skating since 1983. Man, growing up, my first crush was probably Olivia Newton-John and Xanadu. She's like, Xanadu.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? When the roller skates?
Yeah. That was big back then.
Dude, Olivia Newton. And then remember that she had, let's get physical.
Oh,
physical.
Yeah.
I want to get physical.
Oh, yeah. And every guy in the world
Let's
is
get
like cringing.
physical.
Every guy's like,
Bro, are you shitting me? I mean, come on, bro. Let's be honest with ourselves. So, Jerry, you need to be doing, now that you got that rolling that you picked up, you need to be doing a jazz beat, right?
Yeah, let me get it hooked up.
No, I'm just saying when you do. And then
I want to get the VT4 hooked up to my vocals. I'm not happy with how this mixer's handling my vocal with the YouTube. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. I'm sure there's something I'm missing, but I'll figure it out.
Man, Devo at a roller rink back in 1980. How cool is that?
Devo at a roller rink.
Were they wearing what was it? What is it called? It's called the Infinity Dome, or what is it called?
On their head?
Yeah, what is that thing that Synth Punk wears? The Infinity Dome? What is that thing called?
He would know that. I just call them red hats or whatever.
Yeah, it's called. It's got a name. It's called like the Infinity Dome or the. I don't think that's what it's called. It's called like the. Where's my phone? I'll tell you what it's called. I got a PhD in Google. Watch this. Here, watch this. Watch this shit. What is the Devo hack called?
Oh, go ahead. I didn't know you were doing
the Energy Dome.
Energy Dome. That's it. The red Energy Dome.
Told you I had a PhD in Google. Yeah, that's good stuff.
We need somebody like what's his name on Sword does, like his Black Jesus with his reverb. Shut up, Apollo. You see that when he does that shit,
bro? Like, dude, Scott's really good with it. Like, I mean, I gotta say, Scott is one of the coolest synthesizer people that I've met.
I know, man. That dude's a trip. He knows his shit. He's funny.
That's why I named him Captain Scott. It's like, listen, I got the little Galileo space shuttle from fucking Star Trek. Remember when they used to go to the Galileo when they couldn't beam down and they had to get in the Galileo? Yeah, so I got the Galileo. This motherfucker's got the full blown Enterprise.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah. Crazy with it.
What's it? Get service to the Space 1999 Space next to his synth. I keep telling him about it.
I gotta tell you, man, that guy's stuff's great. He's like, yeah, mate. He's like, once I get enough people asking me for patches, I just go buy the synth. And then I learn it in a couple of weeks, and then I'll make them some patches.
Yeah.
And then I was like, holy fucking shit. And then, it's like the only reason I haven't bought the Sub 37 patches from his website is because I don't have PayPal. So I got to get some PayPal. I was planning on doing it today, but I was so busy. So I'm going to get some PayPal. Fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's overseas, so he's got to use PayPal.
Here's what I got I'm delivered on my porch. I don't know if you can see it.
Dude, that thing's sick. How much was that?
I bought a demo version for $8.29.
Oh,
from Sweetwater.
So it's a G though. It's a G, right?
I don't know. It's a G.
Bro, do you know how good my beats would sound if I ran my fucking that into my fucking master?
What's a G?
It's $1,000, right? That's what it retails for.
Yeah, $9.99.
Yeah, bro.
And it's
that's an MC 707. That thing's
out of the box for $8.29.
Well, you gotta, dude. I can see why you pulled the trigger on that, like because of what you just said. That it was, dude. That thing looks flawless, bro.
Well,
you gotta spend some time with it. That's for drums and shit, man. You gotta understand that.
Well, that's what I was looking for. Some drums, and Lamont on Soar was getting some really cool sounds I wanted.
Yeah, Mr. Tuna is all about that synth cat.
Yeah, so I went, you know what? I'm gonna.
Yeah, watch Mr.
I'm looking and incorporating other directions.
Uncle Jerry definitely looking to Mr. Tuna because
I think I'm subscribed to Mr. Tuna.
He will give you the basics. Like you could just go Mr. Tuna how to use the fucking that, and he will give you a bunch of shortcuts real fast on that unit.
Thanks, Synthcat. Thanks, Apollo. Yeah. I will check him out. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to him. I'm pretty sure. I'll be honest. I haven't jumped to many other channels recently.
Okay, so let me ask the chat this. Let me ask the chat, and let me ask you, Uncle Jerry. Should I get that? Because I be kind of one of the dudes that are making the beats, right? In this little small community we got. So, so should I get something like that and incorporate with my beats? Or should I get a multi-poly?
Boy, that's a big contrast. You better ask the chat.
Because the multi-poly I was thinking for drone and to put in with my drone in, but see, when you pull the trigger on that, Jerry, you kind of popped a gasket in my fucking head, and I was like,
Yeah, I was reluctant, but finally I went.
I was like, how's Uncle Jerry picking this unit up before I am? I was like, this is crazy.
I just like it wasn't an overnight decision, and I really said I wasn't going to do it, and I've already gone beyond my threshold on some things. But you know, you get to a point when you just go, fuck it, you know.
The studio looks great, bro.
Oh, thanks. No, it's like I said, it needs some kind of curtains and some
What drum machines do you have, Uncle Jerry? Electronic Composer, and I want to know.
RD8, Behringer RD8, Behringer RD9, Arturia Drum Brute.
It's good.
TR8S.
That's good.
An Isla S2400.
That's good.
And
nothing from fucking the goats, though. Nothing from fucking Akai, huh?
No, that would be it. That would be it as far as.
Oh wait, hold on. Wait. You got a sense? How many drums? Oh, me? Oh, you're talking to me about the drums?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I get all my drums through SH4D or my master, my MPC Key 61. Yeah, electric composer. All my drums come from the MPC. Like
Yeah,
they're kind of responsible for most the Grammys for the last 45 years, and hip hop and rhythm and blues has been made on Akai stuff, not the limb drum, not Roland shit.
Yeah, you did say that several times.
It's Akai, bro. I mean, you can go all the way back to Run DMC, and you can go back to like literally fucking the Beastie Boys, and they were using this shit. Like Gen 1 fucking 1000s. Like they're like, bro, this goes way back. We're talking 40 years.
Well, I told you when you said that before, and you started getting sounds out of that thing below your Juno X. I'm like, man, I want one of those.
Well, that's another thing too. You know, it's just the workflow on it's so nice. So let's just go over here and just keep it real for a second, right? Go here. Let's go. So we're gonna do 8 bars. 8 bars, 16 tracks. This is how simple this is. All right, so we'll throw an 8 on. We'll do a 2, 3, 4 on the floor with an 8 up, right? Now, this is the thing that's interesting about it. No, shit. I can do stuff like this.
That's a little better. I don't know. Lighting's messed up in here.
I can do stuff like this, Jerry. So check it out.
I'll get these hooked up.
So that's just on one track. So
I had echo on my voice. God damn it, BT4, where are you?
You have no echo.
There you go. Where's my goddamn BT4?
Echo.
Oh, there it is on the sink. Yes, I'm using my bathroom sink as storage. I got one bathroom. Why do I need 2?
Hey, good for you.
I need all the storage I can. But I will get it hooked up so I can do some stop this shit.
Yeah, for dollars, it's super fast. That's the whole point.
Stop this shit. Welcome, since fun. George Cheese is back.
George Cheese, what's up, George Cheese?
Oh, you know what? I got effects built in this mixer, but I don't know how to use them.
It's okay, Unc. Listen, we're here with you, brother. Like, we know that you got 24 months before you can punch your card. I'm still working. I just punched my card on my main career, so I'm a scientific glass blower, and I make fucking headies, bro. Super high end headies, and it's like my body just wore out. I can't do it no more.
Well, that's what's happened to me, or happening to me.
But that doesn't mean that I'm super rich and I can retire. I'm fucking just turned 50, man. I can't fucking retire. I'll die if I retire. I gotta fucking like find some things to do. That's why I'm fucking with these synths, and I'm still like in the cannabis game and doing my thing. But like as far as the glass blowing, man, making those rigs, those 80 fucking hour rigs, those days are coming to an end, man.
That's what I mean. It's hard. Yeah. So cat love Sade.
I love Sade.
Thanks for coming back. Thanks, George, for coming back. No, I hear you, and I'll be honest. Most of my career was once I once I got a job in '85, a career job. But all along, I worked from the time I was a kid, whether, it was delivering newspapers, carrying them on my shoulder, you know, walking all that way as a kid. And then, working in a restaurant, bending over, washing dishes, carrying all these heavy things and playing in a band, then lugging all that equipment. And we're talking, a Fender Rhodes 73 stage, freaking heavy piano with a Leslie 147 cabinet, wooden cabinet. Thank God it had wheels and handles installed on it. And, just other various sound equipment, PA system, doing that every weekend, tearing it down, doing the same for band practice, tearing it up, tearing it down. Plus, I worked landscaping jobs, carrying those railroad ties and digging and doing all that shit. I did all that shit.
Man, that is so cool, man.
But all those years took a toll on my back, and at a young age, and then I was still doing it. Well, I did it up until '96, and then I stopped till my older brother invited me to play in a band, and I couldn't resist it. And that was like 2014, 20.
Hey,
and we were doing it then, lugging that heavy equipment around.
Yeah,
older guys.
Hey, electric composer, how long we're all entrepreneurs at heart, brother, but how long I'm not how long where do you live at in the country, if you don't mind me asking? Jerry, you're in North Carolina, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you what, I'm about ready to fucking move to fucking Indiana. I got a couple buddies in Gary. I'm about ready to move to Indiana. I'm a horse guy too. So I'm a rancher, I've had cattle and horses. My brother is a fucking famous horse trainer that's passed away. God rest his soul.
Well, yeah, I might move up there just to hang out with the Dixons, just to
hang out with the Dixons. But I'm just gonna get these. I'm just gonna get these twins to start punch me in the belly, give me a happy meal, and fucking work me back out into shape. Because in about 6 months I could be a Greek god again. But I need the motivation. You know what I mean?
They would do it, man.
I don't like that they have the Peloton. And Pelotons are. I'm not gonna say it on your channel, but those Pelotons, they're the F word and not the F word you're thinking.
Well, I'll tell you, with the arthritis, and for some reason, again, way bad today. I'm talking to a point I couldn't open things, and it sucks when it's like that. I mean, when you literally.
Detroit is so hard, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't think I can go back to the cold and it was a nice day today. I had the sunroof open. I had to go do a grocery run, and I had the sunroof open. I had the window down. It was in the 70s, but it was nice. It's a nice warm air, and still my arthritis was bothering.
Hey man, sorry you guys didn't make it to the Super Bowl. Electronic composer, man. Hey, dude, it is hard, Uncle Jerry. When it gets cold, it starts hurting like not only your bones and your joints, but your lungs, like in your face. Like it's not like when we were kids. It hits you like a. Jack Frost, he's got the, hey, George G's is our age. He's between our age, so he knows. George G's knows.
That's exactly why I can never go back north. Like I said, I'm from Pittsburgh, PA, actually about 45 minutes, an hour south of Pittsburgh, directly south, right on the West Virginia border, little backwater town.
My dad was born in Pennsylvania as well.
Yeah, and poor section of the state. Just not your best section. It was growing up. It was wonderful growing up, but it just like so many other places. It just collapsed and just went down. That's because the coal mines died, the steel mills died, and there was just nothing else there. It never developed beyond a point to really sustain anything. But incidentally, it's funny. The company I work for now is from there. I mean, that's where I work.
Is that right? That's cool.
Yeah, well,
man.
yeah. Well, we were acquired by a worldwide company, but the company, yeah, I started there in Uniontown, and the plant's still there, but it's only manufacturing now. And, well, it always was manufacturing, but they had office there, and that's where I worked. And but then they acquired us, and then COVID came, and it's kind of funny because even before COVID came, I had the opportunity to move here to buy this place because my mom was going to move in with my sister. This is my mom's place, and I said, "Yeah, I'll buy it. I'll move now. Give me some time. Let me get approval from work." So I got the approval. They were going to let me work remote here a year before COVID, and I said, "Well, I need a year. My house needs some renovations, to put on the market, and I got a studio, and
sure,
and my COPD was bothering me, and I wasn't moving the fastest, and I said, just give me about a year to prep and everything, and that's exactly what happened. And I think I forget what I'm leading up to, but anyhow, the working from home thing, because of that, I was doing that. I mean, COVID hit before I moved here, and so I got experience with that. But the other part was that I had to tear down. I know I think I'm getting off subject. Oh, the other thing, I had to tear down the studio and everything. I had a nice little thing going, but this is actually going to work out better once I get everything the way I want it. Right now, again, the main thing is testing all the logical wiring, the MIDI flows. The boss was in here. He knows what I mean about the Mio XL MIDI routing.
Yeah.
Control one synth from the other, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm like. That's what I was getting ready to do until I figured out what I figured out. How I'm running my chain into my master through the USB 3.
Yeah,
that's a game changer right there, because now I'm like rethinking this, and I'm like, there are some things that I need to do backwards that's I haven't figured out, or it's not happening. So I probably will need to get a box, but with the box and it hooked up like that would be absolutely magical. Like, I can't even tell you, like what these synthesizer companies are doing with this stuff, especially the workstations. I mean, you start plugging modular units, heavy modular units into like a Genos, or MPC Key 61 or something like that, and you're making music that none of us has ever heard before in our life.
Right.
So, that's just what, and that's the thing about the creators, is the creators have always created it, and it's always been up to us to find it, right?
Listen, with all these synths, I don't care what you have,
Jesus,
what you mix and match, all the effects you have, hardware, VST, you can mix, match, effects, anything. Loop this into that, loop that into this, record this, put it backwards, flip it upside down, sidetrack this, add some of this to it. Then, you don't like that? Well, let's just patch in this and try it and double that.
What blew my
world is at your fingertips. Just
what blew my mind was that my pads that my pad mutes were working like they were. And then I was pulling sounds and MIDI off of other keyboards through my own composition on here. And then once that happened, I was just like, what's going on? Hold on. Let me see what's going on with these dogs. They're freaking out.
Yeah. Or like, I don't know if anybody heard my Popcorn Night submission. It was that Jackson 5 Never Can Say Goodbye thing. That was all. I stumbled upon a synth sequence. I adjusted it a bit.
Yeah, Julius, come here. Get your ass over here.
And then I built this whole powerful layer using
we don't want to give him
Arturia augmented strings. And
eat your fucking food, dude. Or I sock you in your face.
Voices. Augmented strings.
I sock you in your little German face. Just bam! Eat your fucking food, dude.
Damn, dude, calm down.
Dude, like he literally just like squirted like $32 of medicine in this fucking damn thing, and he's fucking like, oh, I don't want to eat it. My medicine's in here. And it's like, dude, that's what's saving your life, you dirty little son of a gun.
Well, they know. It
does. Here, this is, you know what? This right here, that thing right here, this little deal right here, that right there. I was gonna get him.
My Sharpays, when I used to have them give him pills.
Get that food. Get it.
Oh, electronic. I love Bigwoods. That's what I used on that song. That was my sequence.
Little laser pointer on there.
That whole song. That was awesome. Oh, I used to struggle with my Sharpays. You couldn't fake them for anything. Peanut butter, anything to cover that pill. And then you could bury it in meat. They'd eat the meat around it and spit that pill out. I'm like, you don't. They would not eat that pill.
Nope.
And finally, you know what I had to do? It's awful to say this, but you had to like hold their mouth open and make them gag and put it so far behind they had to.
This is
the only way they would take it.
And see, I'm trying to give. This is why I'm pissed, Uncle Jerry. Is because I'm trying to give my best friend the benefit of the doubt, because this is what the vet told me to do. The vet gave me a syringe without a needle on it, and they said, just jam this fucking thing right down his throat and just squirt it right down there.
Yes, George.
That's what they said. And I was like, man. I was like, can I mix it with this food? And they're like, yeah, but, it's going to make it not as powerful and he might not eat it. And they were right. He ain't eating it. So now, now I'm telling him, like, and I know my dog, he's 10 and a half years old. So he only knows about 500 words like a monkey, right? So, but he's highly intelligent. He's a dachshund. He's a hunting dog. It's dachshund. So he's highly intelligent. And I told this little motherfucker, hey, you better finish that food. Hey, get your ass over there and finish that fucking food.
Hold on. Now. I'll be right back.
So I told him.
Hold on. I'll be back. You run the show.
All right. But Chad, I told him, I was like, you got to eat this shit, man. Otherwise, I'm going to have to squirt this down your throat. And he's kind of getting it, but man, you better eat this food in the next 30 minutes. Otherwise, tomorrow he's getting that squirt down his throat. He's supposed to be on that for 10 days. So, whoa. Man, I don't want to do that to him, he's my buddy, I just want him to fucking, but he's also an animal, and it's like, how fucking, how humans are, man, when their best friends are animals, how sociopaths are. I like people more than I like animals more than I like people. is pretty cool. Hold on. Let me get my wash light right. Gotta get my wash light right here. Energy Dome. I should buy one of those. Hey, chat, should I buy an Energy Dome like Synth Punk? But be me instead of Synth Punk? Where I'm just like, bro, Synth Punk, I love you, bro. But when you were playing air guitar on the guitar, that is, as a guitar player, you never play air guitar, bro, with your guitar in your head. That's the cringiest. Synth Punk, what are you doing? Don't ever do that. Ever, ever, ever again, bro.
Oh, you're picking on Synth Punk.
No, I was just saying I love him, but when he was playing air guitar with a guitar, real guitar in his hand, that's the number one rule for a guitar player. You never, 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 never do that. That's so cringy. Don't do that no more. Dude, like, throw a wicked lead, man. Like, come on, bro. Air guitar on your real guitar. Air guitar is fine on an air guitar or a cardboard guitar. Listen, in Portland, Oregon, there was this dude. He got this giant sediment. This judge hit him. He was driving his Rolls Royce and he hit this old hippie dude in the 80s. And the dude was on so much acid that the dude was making acid. And he called himself fucking Elvis. And he would wear like Elvis 70s jumpsuits. And he would go down and he would do these Elvis performance and he would just be high on LSD. But he ate so much LSD that he just got perma-fried. But he ended up making so much money that he ended up with a piece of property downtown Portland that was so millions and millions of dollars for this little teeny fucking dude. This is a crazy story. You can look it up. Look up the Church of Elvis. And then he made this the Church of Elvis where you could go get married. It wasn't legitimate, but you could go get married with a date, right? Downtown Portland. Dude, Synthcat, his head got big like a balloon. Dude, it did, bro. And so I met Elvis. I met fucking Elvis fucking probably like dude, I met I do. Listen, look it up, Uncle Jerry. Look up look Church of Elvis.
Hold on.
Church of Elvis, Portland, Oregon. And then you can see this dude. And this dude ate so much acid one time that he got perma-fried. He just got perma-fried.
And that means
he was peaking. He was peaking on acid the rest of his life.
24-hour Church of Elvis, or should I go to Wikipedia?
Let's see.
24-hour Church of Elvis.
Let me see if I can find you this dude.
Church of Elvis videos.
He's gotta be on there, man. He's more famous than fucking Jim Spag.
Never heard of him. It says it was an exhibit museum.
Yeah, it is. It's an exhibit, but when he was a second.
I mean, oh man, I probably can't see that. Still probably can't see that. Church of Elvis.
Yeah, there he is. So
maybe
yeah, I guess. Hold on. Yeah, 24-hour Church of Elvis. So that'd be the Wikipedia on it.
Yeah, but I don't think you guys can read.
This is what it looks like now, though. Like you used to be able to walk in this thing. So you see how it's just a kiosk?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to be you could walk in there and he would marry you. And then he would sit out on the corner like a bum and do fucking Elvis fucking karaoke high on fucking acid. He would do Elvis karaoke high on acid, and he would play a cardboard fucking guitar he cut out like an old fucking like a nylon string guitar. He would cut it out and he would put fucking yarn strings on it, and he would have a boombox like a badass like fucking JVC boombox, and he would be playing old Elvis and lip syncing to it. Fucking
people paid for this,
dude, to where he bought that piece of property right there. That's downtown Portland, dude. That's premium. That's downtown Portland. You know how much fucking? Do you know how much land to own land downtown Portland is? And that kiosk, they put that key. He died. He ended up dying, and they ended up putting that kiosk in there, like that you see when you get on there. He was a non-vet. Yeah, he was a non-vet.
So he was kind of like an icon of one of these icons of Portland. He was like kind of one of these.
Dude, he was a street performer. He was the biggest. He dressed like Elvis, and he was the Elvis of all Portland street performers in the last fucking 90 years.
Couple reasons I asked that.
Now, do you know Abby the Spoon Lady?
I heard that.
So there's this girl, Abby the Spoon Lady, and she goes down. She was down in Portland. She's retired now. She's older than you. She's about 4 or 5 years older than you, Jerry. And she used to hop on trains. She used to hop on trains to watch the Dead and all kinds of fucking like folk music events. And if she needed to go somewhere, and she would play the spoons, dude.
To get a ride.
No, she just learned how to play the spoons, and she would just jam people. She would hop trains like illegally. She was like a fucking hardcore train hopper, bro.
Okay, but where did this playing spoons come in?
But she's a spoon player. She's called Abby the Spoon Lady. So she would go down to Portland. That's when I met her. I was going to college, and she was playing the spoons.
So she hops trains to go play spoons?
All over the country for fucking 25 years she did.
Okay.
And jam with other street fucking musicians, dude. Like a hobo. Like a hobo musician. Like Randy Travis. Trailers and room for rent.
I mean, music is music.
It's a let 50 cents.
If you want to dedicate your life like that, more power to you. I mean, that's not for me, but damn.
Hey,
I mean, right? Music is music.
What's up, bro? We've been good.
Azoo.
Gabu.
What's been up, Uncle Jerry? Hey, everything's been good, Azu. We're just funny how my tests turn into these little chit chats, and and my buddy Apollo always pops in. Well, yeah, but we're like the beer buddies of YouTube or something. I don't know. We back each other up.
No, man, check out Abby the Spoon Lady. In fact, I don't even think she would. I don't even think she would strike us, bro, because I know her. So maybe I was a street artist in Hollywood. So I made pipes. I made marijuana pipes. Before I started making cannabis and learning cannabis, I was a glass blower. And I had a degree in scientific glass blowing, so I would make beakers and shit for like fucking, Cornell University and fucking, shit like that. So I would make and then worked for Pyrex for 3 years. Worked for Pyrex, like straight up Syracuse, New York, Corning, New York.
So I used to be
Teach
a
that
chemistry nut when I was a kid. You made like Erlenmeyer flask and
all that
Florence,
shit, bro.
Florence
All that,
flask,
thousands of them, and taught people how to make thousands of them.
beakers and Florence flasks. And
Yeah, bro.
what's the other ones? Condensers. They used to make
Condensers, boiling flasks,
boiling
Erlenmeyer
flasks.
flasks.
Yeah, all that.
You know, anything from a 2 milliliter to all the way to a 3,000 milliliter beakers.
You mean to tell me all that's hand blown?
Oh, not all of it. No, some of it's on a lathe.
I was going to say, yeah,
you can't blow anything over like the human hand really can't hold anything over a certain diameter that's not on a lathe. So
yeah, that makes sense. When you said Pyrex, you brought back memories. Because honestly, I was a nerd. I love playing with chemistry sets and 1 year, most of my Christmas gifts were just chemistry ware and chemicals. It was like flasks, Erlenmeyer flasks, and a condenser with a beaker and a bunch of chemicals to add to the 101 chemistry set I already had. I wanted to expand and get into this crazy shit. I was just a kid. I did that. I did electronics. I used to shoot rockets off all those Estes rockets. I mean, I was doing it all as a kid. I was a nerd. I was a nerd. Then I found titties when I went to junior high. As soon as I discovered titties, I was like, ew. I kind of
titties will get you like
titties will fuck your life up.
Yeah, I like titties too.
I should have stayed.
I still do like titties.
If I stayed a nerd, I'd be a multi-millionaire right now. But them damn titties. At least I know I'm normal.
You're out loaded, guys.
Yeah, I know. Back then, electronic, they did. Life was fun until I discovered titties. Titties. Titties lower blood pressure. Them damn titties. I was doing fine. Those rockets were really cool. There was the electronic shit and all the other stuff. No, you gotta have them goddamn titties pop in here, like. Then you know what? You go through all that, and then finally you say, "Fuck him, titties." Well, hey, Paulo, did you see that? Life got better when I discovered "Titties" song by Uncle Jerry and Apollo. Hey, maybe that'll be our track. We should write it. That'll be our collaboration. Titties.
Here, let's go like this.
You don't have to call it titties, but we can say titties.
When I was president of the United States, Barack Obama, I used to fuck my boyfriend, Michelle.
There we go. Titties. I wish I had effects on my voice. Titties. I don't know how to put effects in my voice. I'm not going to even try because I'll probably cut myself off.
The Juno is like on one. The Juno is on one, guys. Juno is on one.
I'm telling you, that's why I'm leaving mine right here. That's like going to be like semi-foundation keyboard, basically. My whole design keeps changing because what I want to do keeps changing. I don't know. I'm not complaining. It's all fun. My original design was this, and then it keeps changing to this. Then this came out, and it was this, and now I'm listening to all this, and now I want this. So what? I'll be able to do what I wanted to do.
Exactly.
Incorporate the new. I want to incorporate the new. You know, what's wrong with incorporating some ambient into the stuff I like doing, or vice versa? And like I said, it's an unlimited. Bound by your imagination, or let your imagination set you free.
Yeah, you could drone. Look how easy it is to drone on the Juno.
Yeah, the Juno will do some nice drones. I can't wait to get deeper into it. That and the I'm gonna move that thing over. It's getting late. I'm trying to be easy on my back. I might move that over so I get this MC707 hooked up. I'm anxious to try it out. It's important I do that because it is a demo unit. But I do trust Sweetwater. I know if it doesn't work, just send it back.
Well, I mean, yeah, that thing will work.
My JDXA is a demo. I got it. It was an open box out at GearFest out at Sweetwater.
It'll be fine, bro. It's a rolling, bro.
It's in mint condition.
Yeah, dude, that shit's gonna be fucking perfect.
In mint condition. I got it for like $700 off or something. I don't know. It was a lot. And you can't go to GearFest without coming home with something. I mean, you just got to go there knowing I'm going to go blow some money. And that's what I blew it on. I almost bought the System 8. But that JDXA was such a good deal.
I'm still looking at the System 55. From Behringer, it's just, I'm not really, man, I'm not really like fucking, dude, like, listen, my buddy's got a Behringer 55, and I was like this, and I was like, why do the knobs feel like that? And I'm like going like that, and he's like, it's really good sound and synth, especially if you don't go here and here and here and here and here, but if you go right here, he's like, this is kind of sweet spot. I'm like, why does the fucking knob feel like that? He's like, you get what you pay for, bro.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and then he's like got a Moog 1 and fucking, a Voyager and fucking, he's got a Nave fucking goddamn fucking 32 channel fucking consoles, and it's like turn these shit, and it's like I turn the ladder filter on my Sub 37, and you understand why this fucking synthesizer is fucking $1,900 after it came out fucking 12 years ago.
Right.
You fucking move these knobs, and you're like, okay, I get it. And then even this desktop, you move these Roland SH4D knobs, and then you're like, okay, and then you hear how it sounds, and then you go to Guitar Center, and then you turn the knobs on a Hydrosynth, desktop, and then you hear how it sounds, and you're like, okay, so it's about the sound, it's not about the build quality. But those guys don't have any, like, on the big boys, you can tell, you get what you pay for, Uncle Jerry. You get what you pay
for. The one thing I remember one night when I went on the splurge when I sold the house and came here. I mean, I had some money to finally buy some of the synths I've wanted. So I did. I mean, I just did because I could. and it was a one-time thing. And one of it was the OBX8, and the other was the Prophet 540th. And that was a lot, two at one time. And I just paid them off with the money I had, and I threw the rest in the bank. But then I went ahead and after all the different transactions through the houses and all that, selling and buying were done, and my credit was clear again. I decided, well, in my studio, remember, I had in my mind, well, I'm going to design what I want for when I retire. Well, I decided to get the System 8 too. And then I was just all over the place. I was just like acquiring older synths like the Matrix 6 and the ARP stuff. And I just was bouncing everywhere, Don't know why, but you know what? It's all here. I got the stuff to do what I want to do here. I know one thing, and I said it before. I think I jumped into YouTube too early, but then the more I think about it, it's like, no, I didn't. It's just like, here I am, and here's where it's going, and here's where I am with the studio. And now I'll be able to show, well, here's what I got set up for testing, and here's what I was thinking at the time. Maybe I'll change this. Maybe I'll change that. And that kind of stuff. I can add some additional content to my channel showing, how I'm going through the studio design and wiring it up. A lot of it's wired up. My patch bays are wired up. The MIDI's wired up all the way, pretty sure, to the back there, because I have a small Mio XM router back there, because I think I told everyone this whole studio is based on 5-pin DIN MIDI cable in and out to each and every synth. Everything.
Right.
No USB. I don't like USB. I just don't trust it, and I trust using these Mio XL routers up here at the main desk. I have one for one half the studio.
Hey, Gabo, thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, okay, Ozu. Thanks, man. Really do appreciate it. Have a good night. But I have one for one side and one for the other, and a Mio XM in the back. It was cheaper to buy the little router than it was to buy all the long MIDI cables.
Yeah.
So I said, well, because you can hook them up Ethernet. So I just bought, a bunch of short DIN MIDI cables for these synths and plugged it into the router on a little table. And I ran an Ethernet cable up to the other ones.
Oh, yeah.
And there you go. You got all your MIDI routing. And it was cheaper. It was actually cheaper than buying all the cabling to do that 5-pin DIN MIDI.
Yep.
It was, and they're all intelligent units and easily controlled. So it was like a no-brainer. But, again, one, to get the wiring done. Two, to figure out all the interface software and make sure it's routed to like what I call a default. You know how you press init on a synthesizer patch? Well, I want all my routing to be init. I want nothing, and then I want to be able to say, okay, in my routing software, I want to say, I want the RD2000 or the Juno X to control the Prophet 5, okay, or whatever, that kind of thing. And each one will have its own, like I said, I got to do effects pedal. I think I'm making it a lot too complicated. Yeah. It might be easier.
Me too.
Yeah, I think I'm making it too complicated because, like, where do I put all my external effects pedals? What synth do I put them under?
On the floor.
And, it's just, I guess I was dreaming too much, and I'm going to have this, and this. But you know what? It's all been fun. I can always sell what I'm not going to use. And
Dude, your studio is awesome. I like that you're all hooked up.
well, thanks, man. I got to make it look pretty too, and that'll come eventually. I am going to get these lights hooked up, and my goal is to move that thing under here either tonight or what's tonight, Tuesday. It's already getting late, but I don't.
It is late.
But you know, I don't care anymore. I stay up late. I just naturally do, but I got to stop that because it's getting too hard to get out of bed in the morning.
I gotta go smoke and piss.
All right, well let's go ahead and shut it down, man,
and grab a water. But if you want to stay in, all I have to do is smoke, piss,
So,
grab a water.
Good time to shut it down because I'm ready to go too. I got a few things to do.
Let's shut it down, man. And hey, everybody, thanks for hopping into my boy Uncle Jerry, man. Thanks everybody.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Synth Cat, George G's, all of you guys. Synth Cat, electronic composer, Ezu. I think you're already gone. I forget who else punched me in the nuts if I forgot who's there. I think well, they're all gone, but I think I got all you guys. Hey, appreciate you guys. See you, electronic composer. See y'all. Thanks for the test. Apollo, thank you always, my brother. We always have a good time. All right, bro. We'll see you guys. We're going to end it here. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.